Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ramp Attack SP back with another video. And today I am going to be finishing my fingerboard canal basically. It's not what I expected, but it still works pretty well. And right on this side, I'm going to add from my old fingerboard skate park. I'm going to be adding my fingerboard rail, homemade one, and in the last video I didn't show this, but I used wood glue. As you can see, all that dark brown stuff, that's this wood glue Max Carpenter's. Because the hot glue, I brought it in. You can ignore that ugly paint job. It didn't hold, so I'd recommend doing hot glue and then getting some of this and then just pouring it in here so it gives it an extra hard seal. And so now I'm going to be sanding it down, and then in the next video, I know it was supposed to be a 3-part series, but it's going to be a 4-part series. So the sandpaper that I'm using I'm using 3 different types. I'm using this. Ooh, hold on, give me a minute. I just dropped sandpaper. Okay, let me show you. So this is the first one that I'm using. So I put use first on it. It's 80 9x11 sheets. There's quite a bit of sheets in there, so this one's the remove medium, and this is the one that you're going to want to use the first. And then the one that you want to use second is this one, 120 per pair. So I'm using this one. I got these out at Lowe's too, so. And then there is a third. So the one that you use last is 220 finish very fine. So those are the 3 that I'm going to be using. So, and shout out to I'm going to just pop in a user like right here. I think it's pronounced Tibico or Tibico. I'm not sure. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But I'm going to start sanding. So it does say to use gloves, which I am going to use gloves just because it says to use gloves. And you kind of want to follow the rules. So I'm going to grab the first one. Oh, these gloves are not going to work. Okay, taking the gloves off. It's not going to work for me. So I'm just going to grab it, basically sand it. I'm actually going to speed this process up, so. Wait, where's the camera? Okay, so the remove one is all done. I did fold it in half to sand it, but that's what it looks like. But that's perfectly fine. And I'm gonna say, if you are sanding, it makes a mess, a very, very big mess. You probably saw me blowing this off a few times because you can't see this, but like my hands are perfectly clean. I run this over them. Like, look at all that. So, and wear a mask too if you're doing this, whether it's painters or not painters. It gets like in your throat and you start choking. So, just going to say that. I mean, gloves I don't think are as necessary unless you're using one of those sanding machines that are like that big. So I'm going on with the next sandpaper, which is the fine prepare one. So let's go ahead and do speeding process. Okay, so I had to hot glue this piece back on. I don't know if I cut it on camera, but it decided to literally snap on me. So I just wiped down my phone, my lens, and my desk. Hot glued this back real quick, and it's time for the final sanding. What I am going to do real quick though is kind of wipe this out just with a dry cloth and rearrange this so you can see this better. And it's time for the time lapse. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so now that I have sanded 3 times, my 3 fingers hurt very bad because I was sanding up and down like this. So now I'm just going to grab this like rag, and I'm just going to basically wipe it out. And luckily with me, since I didn't glue right there and over here, I glued up here because I had to. I can just push it out and it goes straight onto my desk. But like, there is so much dust on, or basically sawdust, even though I didn't cut it. There's a lot. There's just a lot. So right now I'm just kind of, and do make sure you wear a mask, even if it's not, even if it's a paper mask, painter's mask, material mask. Just wear a mask when you're doing this, because like it's not fun if you don't. It gets in, you breathe it in, and it choked me. So I'm just going to do this. And now this wood is so soft. I might even have to go over it, or at least this side, with the rougher one, which I'm just going to do that real quick. And then the soft one really, like, softens it. So there is going to be another part when I can go pick up spray paint. Whenever I can go pick up some spray paint, I'm going to spray paint this. Don't know when that will be, but I'm going to try to get some. Okay, so now this is like so soft. I'm gonna drop in from this end. I'm actually going to wipe off my camera because it's a little bit dusty. You guys will be seeing black for a few seconds. Okay, to make my desk not look dusty, I'm just gonna basically do this. There will most likely be a video on December 7th, or maybe December 4th, 5th, 7th, or 8th, because I'm celebrating my birthday with my brother-in-law, which is going to be one of those days. Oh, that's a million times smoother. My wheels probably don't hate me anymore, so that's the good part. Being really smooth. This side, I do wish I kind of slanted it more, but I still love how this turned out, and I will probably be doing more crafts like this. This was actually a very fun one to make. Whenever I have the chance to get spray paint, I will film that. Next video will be me spray painting this. After that, it might be the mold, but I'm not sure exactly when I will finish that mold. It might be a very, very long time. It might be tomorrow. I just don't know. We'll just have to do it when we can. And again, please go subscribe to Tibico. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll at the end add something that shows his channel name here somewhere. And just make sure you go subscribe to him. So like all 62 of you, if you aren't already subscribed, go subscribe to him and let me throw sandpaper into my canal. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.